So when we develop the bounty packs, you know, a lot of the time we will come up with, oh no, Geronimo died, oh no, get him. I'm pretty sure that my survivor here has also got blood plague, so let's quickly heal her before she gets into too much trouble.
So the one that had all the special stuff is no longer with us?
No. I've still got some special stuff over here. So.
Okay.
So this character right here, she's the one that I did not give Trumbull exclusive items to. So what I was going to say before is that when we're developing the bounty pack weapons, sometimes we'll develop more weapons than we need because you guys are just like prolific and you just sort of like, you know, you sweat extra guns and weapons when you get stressed out. And so we end up with just more than we can use. And so we actually had a little pile of weapons that was just sort of waiting for the right opportunity to come into the game. And so while we were, you know, setting stuff up for the Homecoming update, we threw a bunch of these little extras into the game. So this character is actually carrying all of them. So why don't we start with the Kanabo, which she's got on her back. I hope I'm pronouncing it that right. What is this?
That is a Japanese, just a big club. I think it's for like smacking people off of horses.
That makes sense.
It is. I mean, the proportions aren't period correct just because we have certain limitations. But yeah, that is a Japanese Kanabo, and I mean it's just a cool looking weapon.
Yeah, so, no, it is ridiculous.
I just made it one day, and it kind of got dropped off the list, and fortunately, we're able to get around to it and throw it in there.
And then what is this?
It's a heavy weapon.
Yeah. I would say, what is this beautiful white assault rifle that she's got on her back?
That is the USC, so it's basically a civilian version of the UMP, UMP. So it's got a standard 16-inch barrel, and it is semi-automatic, so it doesn't have the fully automatic function. That's what makes it civilian.
Which is
but it
fine.
comes in this really cool kind of marine light gray. And I just love the color that it comes in, so I was glad we got to be able to put that in it as well.
Well, unfortunately, I don't have an infirmary in this space because I was trying to show off too many different facilities. So I'm just losing characters left and right. It's amazing.
I did the exact same thing. I put in the Haven device. I'm like, wait a second. I don't have an infirmary. Oh no!
I've just lost 2 characters in rapid fire.
Oh no!
Oh gosh! All right. Well, oh.
So yeah, if you've seen the Doomsday, this is kind of the base model of the Doomsday.
Oh, got it. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so she's also got this pistol, the PPQM2. Is that one of the ones that we had on the list?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Yeah, tell me about that one.
We had a 45 version in one of the packs, but natively it's a 9mm. It's a Walther PPQ, and it's something from my personal collection, so I just made it one day. And but yeah, it just didn't make it on the list, and now it is. It's also got an OD green polymer frame to it, so if you need to complete your green collection, we got you covered.
Oh yeah, you're right. It does have that sort of green tone to it. What
Yep.
What the heck? Why did I go into Nightmare? This was insane. This was a very bad decision. Here, I'll let you all. Ah, no! I'll let you all deal with this guy. Climb ladder.
Oh boy.
My entire community's gonna wipe. It's gonna be amazing.
It's good thing you planted melons, though.
Yeah, exactly. So, this is the Sea and Sky shotgun. That one's been sitting in the background for a while. In fact, I've used it on a couple of streams without realizing that it wasn't actually in the game yet. Because it's just got such a beautiful name. Who wants to tell me a little bit about this gun?
So, I have a thing for shotguns. I absolutely adore them. So in making some of our shotguns, I wanted to do one that was a marine. When they make it a marine shotgun, they put that stainless steel on it so it can handle being around saltwater environments, and I just like the look. And then I don't know, the name just sort of came. Sea and Sky. I don't know. There's nothing really interesting about it other than that it's got some aftermarket furniture on it, and it is also an Easter egg for one of our beloved community members.
Oh yeah.
But it was just one of those things that was sitting around. We didn't need another shotgun at the time, so it just sort of sat. I feel bad because most of the lost, quote unquote, lost weapons were Mark's, and I hope Mark never felt like it was personal. But 99% of the lost weapons were things that he made.
Okay, I'm actually going to cure my survivor this time rather than just letting them die. What else have we got here? So we've got the classic SKS. Now, is this? Do we already have an SKS in the game?
Got two.
There we
We
go.
got two, and we made basically the off-brand that has basically an AK mag, and then we have the Hunter version that's got the scope on it. But for some reason, the stock model just never made it in, and so we just fixed the glitch, and now it's in, and so you can have your stock. And there used to be a time where you could find that gun in every gun shop, pawn shop, basement. They were a very prolific rifle, and
For like
then you
$200
discover them and they disappeared.
Yeah.
Every outhouse and doghouse.
Yeah, now you can't get one for under $1,000, and they used to be like $250 because they're one of the most prolific rifles in the world.
And they were slightly less popular because the AK kind of overshadowed them, and so they kind of sat on the shelves. But man, if you want something that is just a good sturdy rifle, they're kind of hard to beat.
Okay, I'm going to deal with this problem for a second. But looks like, okay, so right here I've got the Black Hawk revolver. Oh, okay, knock that guy down. I don't have a lot of bullets for it, but this one, I feel like this one's been in the game for a long time.
Yeah. So I'm the Renegado, right?
Something like that, yeah. That's one of the open range revolvers.
Yeah, the Renegado.
I made a zombified, blood-plagued revolver, and this is like a modern, clean version of that same gun. So it's just a different look. And we thought that our weapon library was already extensive, but I just like the way it looked. I thought it looked cool and had a neat silhouette. So you guys can decide if it's worth hanging on to or not. But I wish if we had a, I'm not even going to say it, but if you had a Renegado and you had a Black Hawk, you could run them.
Kimbo.
It would pair well with the sea bass.
Yeah, it would be a great sidearm for sea bass. I think they're both pretty better. So.
I like that you guys talk about pairing guns together like we're at a wine tasting or something like that.
This is what we sit around talking about when we get together.
If there was a firearms sommelier, I think that's what we would be. Yeah.
There's a question, are these from Scooby556, are these random drops or rewards only?
These are just, yeah, go ahead, you tell.
So the lost weapons are going into just Gen Pop loot, with one exception that we'll talk about
probably later on.
Yeah, these just, start digging, start looting, because this is where you'll find them. I still haven't found several of the guns. So the one of the problems with how many guns we've made for this game is that the more we add, the more diluted the guns, the random gun finds get. So it's harder and harder to find guns, specific guns.
The common guns become less common.
Okay, so without further ado, so I think, okay, have I shown all of these? Oh, the one I haven't shown yet, I think, is the Gladius. So now I've armed her with this sword. So this is like one of the probably older historical weapons in the game.
Yeah, I love the Gladius. I think it would be a great anti-zombie weapon just because it's kind of short, super sharp,
close
good for
quarters,
slicing, good for stabbing. And so I just made one day, and it just didn't really fit in any of the packs and just kind of sat there. I can imagine it's one of those where someone watched Forged in Fire and was like, I'm going to make me one of those. And they just made it, and then someone found someone's collection in the basement or something like that.
That makes sense. I was gonna say, like, has it just been, is it from like an ancient Roman zombie fighter or something like that? It dates back to long, long ago.
I'd say it's probably a modern remake.
Yeah, but that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Just a recreation of something that would be authentic.
So yeah, Scooby 556. Yeah, these things are all available in regular old loot. You don't even have to be in Trumbull Valley to get this stuff. If you're in Cascade Hills or Meager Valley or any of our old maps, you can totally find all of these same weapons. I love the hilt on this one, by the way. I haven't even looked at it this closely yet. That thing is gorgeous. It's positively Baroque, though not literally. It's a lot of decor on that sucker. Anyway, these are really cool weapons, so I'm really glad that we sort of rounded these suckers up and got all of them into the game, because like Brant was saying, whenever you guys make a weapon and then for whatever reason we don't find the right opportunity to put it into whatever, pack we're working on or something like that, I feel bad about, just all that extra work just kind of getting lost. So I'm really glad that we sort of found the right opportunity to put this stuff into the game, because I mean, I've already seen players, like reporting that they found these weapons, they're surprised by them, because they weren't part of any of our promotional materials or anything like that. But yeah, I've been seeing a lot of love for these weapons, from players of the game. So, good show.